The Epic of Paradise, the Garden of Eden, this is what we know from the Old Testament book of Genesis, and we'll look at what some say could be the scars of this location over the Sinai Peninsula. The Epic of Paradise, Mount Tilmun or Dilmun, the flood and the fall of man. The land of Dilmun or Tilmun, known account of the paradisial garden, appears on a cuneiform tablet from ancient Sumer, and here we learn of the mythical place called Dilmun, a pure, clean, bright place where sickness, violence, and old age do not exist. At first, this paradise lacks only one thing: water. Eventually, this is provided by the Sumerian water god Enki, and at once Dilmun is transformed into a garden of fruit trees, edible plants, and flowers. Dilmun, however, is a paradise for the gods alone and not for human beings, although one learns that Ziusudra, the Sumerian counterpart of Noah, was exceptionally admitted to the divine garden. And the origin of the Sumerians, the broad-headed people who were physically and linguistically quite different from the Semites, is one of the great unsolved problems of history. It has been conjectured that they came from the southeast, either by way of southern Persia or by the Persian Gulf. Their early familiarity with ships seems to support the late view, and it's perhaps significant that the scene of one of their myths is laid in Tilmud or Tilmun, which has been identified with the island of Bahrain in the Persian Gulf. The tradition of civilization emerging fully developed without the long, painful process of evolution agrees with the sudden urban settlement of southern Mesopotamia by people from overseas who brought with them the necessary skills and political organization to control in such a region. And the millennium later, dominance was won by the Semitic power in the city of Agade or Akkad under Sargon, the first really great imperialist in history. That was about 2242 to 2186 BC, according to John Gray, Near East mythology. Now, Tilmun, the restricted area from an analysis of the Earth Chronicles, many scholars down through history have known about a place called Tilmun. Many have speculated, given the evidence found in ancient writings, as to where this, quote, place of the olden gods, this restricted holy area, might be. Naturally, many scholars in the past considered Tilmun to be a mythical place, just as the place of the afterlife of the pharaohs must be mythical. After all, most people thought those ancient writings must be nothing but fabulous figments of imagination for religious or political consumption. But then there have always been those scholars who thought maybe, just maybe, there's some basis in fact for these fantastic stories. Is it not odd that the more we learn about our ancient past, the less mythical it becomes? Think of what we might know to be true if the Library of Alexandria had not been destroyed, about all the ancient civilizations that were considered myth, mere stories to entertain or instruct the minds of the peasants of yesteryear. If one were to trace the route of Alexander the Great as he began his conquest of the known world, it would be apparent that he was closest to the old and restricted area at the very beginning of his march. So isn't it ironic that the thing we desire most in life turns out to be that which is closest to us, but in time and in space? Almost as if we had missed something in our haste to conquer our own world. After exploring all the theories put forth by very intelligent scholar Zechariah Sitchin, tests beyond a shadow of a doubt that Tilmun was actually in the Sinai Peninsula, that little triangle of land that was the bridge between the Middle East and the continent of Africa. Even the ancient writings made it plain where Tilmun was. It was right next to Magan. I read the text. It says, "The land of Magan and Tilmun looked at me. I, Enki, moored the Tilmun boat at the coast, loaded the Magan boat sky high. The joyous boat of Meluha transports gold and silver." Magan, of course, is ancient Egypt. And after a simple but convincing argument, Sitchin goes on to test the truth of his assertions in the words of Gilgamesh. At the mountain of Mashu he arrived, where by day the Shems he watched as they depart and come in. Rocket man guard its gate. They watch over Shamash as he descends and ascends. That indeed was the place where Sudra or Noah had been taken, in the land of the crossing, in the mountain Tilmun, the place where Shamash ascends, they caused him to dwell. And this is from G.A. Barton, Archaeology and the Bible, prior to 2000 BC, 7th edition, American Sunday School, 1937, pages 337 and 338. And this is the epic of the Paradise, and I'll read it for you. Holy is the place where you are, the mountain Tilmun is holy. Holy is the place where you are, the mountain Tilmun is holy. The mountain Tilmun is holy, the mountain Tilmun is pure. The mountain Tilmun is pure, the mountain Tilmun is brilliant. Alone in Tilmun they lay down, where Enki and his consort lay. That place is pure, that place is brilliant, where Enki and Ninella lay. That place is pure, that place is brilliant. In Tilmun the raven cried out. The dar bird its dar cry uttered not. The deadly lion destroyed not. The wolf a lamb seized not. The dog the weak kid tore not. The dun animal, the sow, the food grain destroyed not. The plant not for young offspring. The birds of heaven their offspring hatched not. Doves laid not eggs. Of eye disease, it is eye disease, one said not. Of headache, it is headache, one said not. To a mother, mother, one said not. To a father, father, one said not. In a holy place, a libation was poured out. In the city, one drank not. The riverman, cross it, said not. The overseer filled no right hand. The musician sing, said not. The prince of the city spoke not. Ninella to her father Enki said, a city thou hast founded, a city thou hast founded, its destiny thou hast fixed. In Tilmun a city thou hast founded. Thou hast founded a city, a canal there is not, thou hast founded a city. And the rest of the first column is broken away, probably about 9 lines are missing. All the first column is descriptive of a place inhabited only by a god and goddess. Many activities are absent because there is no one there to carry them out. Lines 16 to 21 remain. One little of Isaiah 11:6. It says, the wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together. A little child shall lead them. Isaiah 11:6. And the cow and the bear shall feed, their young ones shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like an ox. Isaiah 11:7. And the suckling child shall play on the hole of the asp, and the weaned child shall put his hand on the cockatrice den. Isaiah 11, verse 8. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Lord, as the water covers the sea. Isaiah 11:9. So I just found this today. I thought it was very interesting. Actually, I found it because of this image. You can see there, right in that triangular peninsula of Sinai, that circle. That circle, they say, could be the area of the destruction of Tilmun. Sinai Peninsula for space, showing the scar left from the destruction of Mount Tilmun. Please leave me your comments. I think this is very fascinating. Thank you for your support. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.